Good morning and thank you. My name is Ben Gotschall. I'm the Energy Director for Bold, Nebraska. And I want to start with a story. About a year and a half ago, we had a citizens hearing right here in the rotunda. Right here at this spot, I spoke, and other folks from around the state, Randy, and some people from the Sandhills drove down in a bus. There was quite a few of them. My mom drove down, and after that we walked the halls of the legislature to talk to our elected officials and to tell them about our concerns about the Keystone XL pipeline and about its effects on the Sandhills and its effects on the Ogallala Aquifer. And my mom and I were doing this together, and we went and we saw Senator Fischer in the hall, and we wanted to talk to her because she was a one-time representative of that district. There was some redistricting, but she represented the Sandhills. And we talked to her in the hall, and we told her of our concerns, and we told her of the need for our state to pass regulations governing oil pipelines. And I'll never forget what she said. She looked at me and looked at my mom, people from the Sandhills who care about that place, and she said, "I've been working on this issue for a long time, and there's nothing that we can do, and there's nothing that you can do. The pipeline is a done deal." And she turned her back and walked away. And she was wrong. There was a lot that we could have done. There was a lot that she could have done. And there was a lot that did get done, mostly by citizens holding their elected officials accountable. And that's why I'm here today, because I think that citizens need to hold their elected officials accountable. And as a fourth-generation Nebraska rancher, born and raised in the Sandhills, I do not believe that we want a bad neighbor like Deb Fischer representing us in Washington. In 2006, with her bill LB 924, Deb Fischer left the door wide open for eminent domain abuse in our state by foreign oil pipeline companies. Later, when TransCanada bullied Nebraskans for pipeline easements before they had a permit to build, Deb Fischer stood idly by and did nothing to stand up for landowners in the Sandhills and in her own district. Clearly, Deb Fischer, like TransCanada, is not a good neighbor for Nebraskans. Fischer's own personal behavior exemplifies this, as her past attempted takeover of her neighbor's property illustrates. In the Sandhills, we clarify boundaries with barbed wire, post hole diggers, and a handshake, not with lawyers, lawsuits, and costly legal fees for our neighbors. Good neighbors don't treat each other the way Deb Fischer has treated Nebraskans and treated her neighbors, and they don't turn their backs when foreign oil pipeline companies like TransCanada threaten our land and water. The only land Deb Fischer has ever fought for was land that belonged to someone else that she tried to take from them. Like TransCanada, she is little more than a bully. When it comes to our land, our water, and our property rights, Deb Fischer is the wrong choice for Nebraska.